Hi everyone, we're live. I'm so honored to have John Beanie as my first guest on my channel. Thank you so much for being here.
Hello. It's so cool being here. Thank you for inviting me.
Yes, and I want to say hi to everyone that's here. Um, Laura T is here. Aleph, nice to see you. B. Peters, Aquila, beautiful Aquila is here. Sweet Farish, Lisa F, Teresa, Sharon O'Brien, Adela, Lacey Gray's here. Karen, Truth Wave, nice seeing you. Nivra is here. Nivra, I guess you're still overseas. I hope you're having a great time. If you're still traveling, enjoying nice weather. Our Shining Lights is here. So, yes, thank you so much. Um, so, a couple of things before we start our session. A reminder for all of you to please post your requests for clearings, healings, and Akashic Records readings. Please post your questions in caps. And when we are ready to answer your requests, we'll be selecting your requests randomly. So please, when you hear your name called, please say hi in the chat so that we know that you're here. And it's always nice during the your reading to give us feedback. And remember that if you have a question about someone else, a request for healing or clearing for someone else, or a pet, that you must ask for their permission. And we do not do readings and healings for someone. I mean, they will be under 18, and without, of course, we need their consent. So if you're asking for a clearing or healing for your kids, and if they're underage, you still need to ask their consent. So and so John, I know you next month you're starting a high foundational training session. I'll let you know details about it, and if there's time for anyone who's interested in signing up for it.
Yeah, thank you. And thank you for
Mm-hmm.
inviting me on your show. It's so exciting.
Sure, it's an honor. Thank you.
It's so cool. I feel like and hello to everyone that's here. It's just really lovely um to have your tribe. Um
Yes.
so yeah, the foundational training. So I run a suite of higher self courses, and they're all about becoming your higher self. And that is like the highest aspects of yourself that you will be in this lifetime. So it all helps with
Mm-hmm.
your awakening journey, but also with developing your daily practices that will help you achieve whatever it is you're wanting to achieve, whether it's learning how to do quantum energy healing, whether it's clearing, whether it's connecting with your spirit guides, whether it's on a path to just do it for yourself. And believe you me, if the whole world did it, it would be fantastic. We would change this
Mm-hmm.
world. And you can also do it if you go into the intermediate course, which Viviane is close to completing. You will also be
Yes.
able to do it as a practitioner, and really do the same job I do full time, or broader, like whatever specialisms you choose. But in summary, the foundational training is an 8-week online course. So we meet for about an hour every week on Zoom, and it's in the evening UK time. So it's a Pacific and Eastern time friendly meeting time. Starts the 10th of March, and we go through everything. Like there's no prerequisites, right? So you just need to have an open mind and an open heart. And we go through everything from mindfulness meditation to start with, my spirit guide meditations, both of which
Mm-hmm.
you can get started with for free, and we can post those links in the chat. Um, and then we go on to how to have like conscious energy consumption, clear energy, raising your vibration, like how you do it, all those hard challenges you have to face, like what you consume online, on TV, your food and drink,
Yes.
um, and then manifestation, And then once we go through that, we go into quantum energy healing and clearing and protection, and have lots of fun where we're interacting with each other. Those the funnest parts where we're getting to feel what it's like having energy like pushed and pulled between each other as we practice that in a safe space. And then we go on to meet your spirit guides. So you get to meet as many of your 8 or so active spirit guides as feels right for you at this time. And then
Mm-hmm.
we also do some astral travel, past life regression, and a little bit of light language, all in 8 weeks. Um,
Yes.
and it's such a wonderful experience. You've been on it, Viviane, so you can tell
Yes,
me.
I loved it, and I was so looking forward to it because I remember when you first offered, it was a time that I was taking Reiki classes, and my schedule was I just couldn't take it was just not the right time for me. So and then we kept in touch, and you mentioned to me when you're going to you say, okay, I'll keep you on the list, and I'll let you know when I'm offering again. And so it was really a wonderful experience, and it goes by fast too. It's like the week, 8 weeks. I'm like, in the beginning, like, oh my God, I can't believe like in the intermediate training now, like our next week is the last one. It's like, how did this happen? It goes so fast. And it's been such a wonderful experience to share this journey with the not only with you, of course, but with the classmates. It's
Mhm.
been really it's an experience that I'm really grateful for. And a reminder to all in the chat to check your meditations because you offer the free meditations. They're lovely, and I especially love the. They're all wonderful, but I love the inner child healing meditation. That is really
Uh-huh.
uh, lovely. They're all beautiful, and for those that are intimidated about meditation, it's a great start because it's not like they're short meditations, easy to follow, and very relaxing, and it's really easy to add that to your daily routine as part of your spiritual self-care and your journey. So I encourage all of you to try and feel free to post the your website, of course, and the links to I believe is the 14-day meditation.
Oh, wonderful.
Um,
Thank you. I really appreciate your kind words about the course. What I also love is that, when we start the course, everyone feels like everyone's a bit nervous because they're like, "Who are all these people?" And I mean, they're quite small
uh-huh.
classes, which is lovely. To be
Yes.
honest, I prefer that. I prefer
Yes,
small
I do
small
too.
classes because they're very intimate. And it's very easy to think that there's big differences between people and that maybe that those differences would persist for the 8 weeks. But what I find really quite quickly is that everyone comes together in their abilities really fast.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and it's wonderful. Like I find it like right now in the intermediate course, I find it really hard to discern really between the differences in each of your progress. And I feel like you say, it's not just me and a lot of individuals. It's a
Mm-hmm.
class together. And
Yes.
it's also why I changed so after the class finishes, you still have like a little permanent membership group that you can for free that you can
Mm-hmm.
keep in touch with those people in the class and just share your journeys and experiences together. Because I think that's a really beautiful way of continuing the classes and the friends that you've made as well.
Yes. Yes, absolutely. And I see Akila says here, I met one of my guides using John's 14-day meditation, and the experience was beautiful. Thank you for sharing that. And I have a question from Aleph. I have a question for you, John and Viviane. I feel many tingles when I meditate. What does it mean? Do my spirit guides doing healing on me? I feel it's the spiritual connection. There can be many when so I tend to feel like tingles all over my body and changes in the temperature too of my body. when I'm meditating, when I'm connecting to my guides.
It's lovely. I feel, and well done, Elif. Like keep practicing. If you ever wonder why do we talk about meditation? Like why do people that are developing their psychic abilities talk about meditation? And I think a really simple way of describing it is that what you're going through, Elif, is the receiving. So
Mm-hmm.
we're learning to receive. Often people would say, "Oh, I can predict the future." And it's like my guides said to me today, "John, you don't predict the future, you receive the future. You receive
Yes.
messages about the future." I was like, "Oh, I get it."
Mm-hmm.
um, and so I definitely experienced right at the start a whole range of different things, almost like when my guides were tuning with each other. So um, tuning. So this is my guide and this is me, and we're like different frequencies. And then eventually we meet,
Mm-hmm.
and so a key to when you're going through that receiving, Elif, is to say thank you. Like as long as you've got a safe space created around you, like a big I can't say it, a big protective bubble around you,
Mm-hmm.
with your clear intention, and you're only inviting in your guides, anything that comes in within that space, within that time, is relevant. Dogs
Yeah.
barking outside, the neighbors shouting at each other, birds singing in the trees, the wind, the leaves, and then, an inside of you as well, how you're feeling those tingles. And I did have a client
Mm-hmm.
session yesterday where the guide kept tickling on my crown, and it was just so funny. The client's guide was like, "Dee, dee, dee, dee," and it's like, and I was like, "Every time I talk, you do that." And they're like, "I know. I thought you'd find it really funny." And they were a very sassy guy, which I love. Um, so yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I hope that helps you, Elif. And yeah, those meditations I've shared in the chat, they're the same ones I do each day.
Yes.
Talking to my spirit guides out loud, as you see us doing, right? We're
Yes.
a lot of the time we're talking out loud.
Mm-hmm. And then one more question before I'll ask you to set up the safe space for us. Donna Marie's curious about the other service you offer. It's the witch wound. If you what would that service be? Just
Of course, thank you for your great question. um, so yeah, the hidden witch wound service is the intention is that we said at the start of the service is we go back to a previous life where you've had some sort of traumatic experience that is still echoing in and affecting into this lifetime. And the reason it's called hidden witch wound is that it's largely because it's a different lifetime. It's largely hidden from you, but you can feel like a whole range of things, really common experiences that you have, because I've had them. A lot of them, they include things like, struggling to speak your truth, like tightness when you're wanting to express yourself. You might even be scared of calling yourself a witch. You might have inexplicable fears of calling yourself psychic, witch, healer, sage, oracle, druid, wizard, whatever it is. It's for men and women. And we go back in time, we face that lifetime in a safe space and in a safe way, so that you're observing, seeing what's happened, understanding it, and then we go in and help with the healing. And also any integration sometimes will help activate some superpowers from that lifetime and bring them back into this lifetime. Yeah, it's a really beautiful experience. And yeah, I'd encourage you, take a look at I can share the link for that, but just take a look at the description and feel into the energy of it. I feel like
yeah.
once you read one of these things, you know whether you have it or not, just like the negative entity removal, or whether you're interested in the more generic service I have, which covers almost everything, the quantum psychic healing service.
Yes. Thank you so much. And now I would love for you to help us set up a safe space, and I'll ask you all in the chat to please join us, because that's very important step.
Fabulous. I will do. Um, so, if you'd like to
Mhm.
join me now, we'll begin by taking in a deep breath through the nose, nice and deep, and breathe out what no longer serves our highest good, nice and loud. Breathe in through the nose, nice and deep. And breathe out any fear, shame, anxiety, or pain, nice and loud. And breathe in through the nose, nice and deep. And breathe out any remaining low vibration energy or emotion that no longer serves your highest good, nice and loud. And continue to breathe deeply and calmly. Now focus your attention on the center of your heart, where your golden divine spark enters your heart, your human form. And from there, extend a cord of light up through the top of your head and reach up into the sky. Reach up into the stars, reaching up higher and higher through the frequencies and dimensions of this universe until you reach the highest dimension of the source of love of this universe, and there connect in your light cord into the highest dimension of source. Remain connected into source and extend your light cord down to the stars and to the sky, back down to the top of your head and into your heart once more. And now, from the center of your heart, extend a cord of light down through the root of your spine and deep into the ground, all the way down through the layers of the planet, going deeper and deeper until you reach the very core of Mother Earth. And there, connecting your light cord into Mother Gaia's crystalline heart. Remain connected into Gaia's heart and extend your light cord up through the layers of the planet, up through the root of your spine and into your heart once more. And now, together with the light of Source above and Mother Gaia below, expand out a golden bubble of protective light with the light of your heart from the center of your heart, about 2 meters out to each side, above and below, in front and behind. And we set the intention for these golden bubbles we create around ourselves, that only energies and entities with our permission, with our highest good, love and compassion, can see us, access us, or exist within this space or within us. All other energies and entities must leave us immediately. Into our safe spaces, we invite in our guides, our higher selves, Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Metron, Source and Gaia, and we request their assistance with guidance, clearing, healing, and protection, and assistance with the integration of today's messages and healings. And through space and time, I create a golden protective bubble around all of us in Viviane's live stream and in the replay, setting the intention that only energies and entities with our permission, our highest good love and compassion, can see us, access us, or exist within this safe space or within us. All other energies and entities must leave immediately. And for Viviane and I invite in our guides, our higher selves, Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Metron, Source and Gaia, setting the intention today to support you with your requests. Please put them in capitals into the live chat. If you're in the comments, please come over to the live chat where you can see people chatting. We will work through your requests randomly, and when your name is called, if your name is called, please say hello in the chat, and we will work through as many of your requests as we reasonably can. And so it is.
Thank you. That was beautiful. It's one of my favorite things on doing this. And quick hello, Leah, Warrior Girl, Millie, Patty, Spirit of the Mountain, LP, Mr. Floyd, Chair Bear, Scorpio Mom is here too, Donna Marie. So I guess we're ready to select our first request.
How exciting.
Okay. I'll select the first one. Oops, let me just remove that.
can I play some music as you selected?
Sure, yeah,
I don't
please.
have any of my music loaded, but we have a range
Sure.
of pre-made music.
Oh yeah, we didn't have time to, I guess, a chance to upload your music.
Some of it's a little bit like an elevator. Let's see if I can get this slightly better.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Ness is here too, and Leah. Emily's here too. Rachel. All right, I'm going to select our first request.
Hello, everyone.
Mm-hmm.
We're selecting your next request. Please say hello. Your name is called.
Lisa F. Please let us know if you're here. You're asking, okay, can you see in the future? Will I be able to sell my parents' old house before another winter?
And Lisa's here.
Okay, thank you, Lisa. Okay, so can you see into the future? Will we be able to sell my parents' old house before another winter, and whether it will be the right buyer, so no more trouble with the house? And okay, your parents passed. Okay.
I love the first part of it, which is, can you see into the future?
Okay, so I guess we can look into the Akashic for this.
Okay. And let us know. I was interested, Lisa, is this already on the market? Like, if you already started advertising it? It seems important with the energy, but just let us know as we connect.
Mm-hmm. Let's see.
Just sending so much love to you with the regard passing of your parents. And let me know if you'd like me to share, Viviane, or I can.
Oh,
I can
please
wait.
do. Please do. Yeah, I'll connect.
So I was shown the house, and then I was shown it's been on the market for several years. Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, okay.
So what I saw is that there's a lot of cords like connected into the house. So these are memories from you and your family. So imagine sometimes it's easier to imagine that our homes are like living beings, right? And that that the home has a heart itself. And so often at the center of the heart, or the almost like the center of gravity where you'd spend the most of the time, like in my house, it would be our living room. We spend most of the time in it. And in that area, there's like all these cords, these connections into memories that you've had, into the people that have lived there, and especially like the stronger emotions, whether it's been really happy and joyful, or whether it's been whether there's been more traumatic experiences too. And I saw you, if you have access to the home, the guidance is to go and prepare the house through a number of steps. So the first is like doing some cord cutting, and it seems like visiting, if you're able to, even if you don't have access into the building itself, going there and like I saw you like going in the different rooms and saying, "I release you. I release this beautiful home, which is now." As my wife often says when we moved house, she said, "It's not my home anymore. It's just a house." Literally, the moment she steps out, all the furniture's out. Said, "It's just a house." And so it's that making that distinction and closing those cords. You might even take some scissors around the rooms with you and just go and like snip all these little cords away. And then the next thing was like, if there's any clutter, so this is, you could start energetically. And again, you could walk around, you can use things like sage or a crystal, or sometimes we just feel as humans having something in our hand is helpful. But really, your energy saying, I release this, I let go of this home, I let go of the energy within it, with all the memories, all those connections that you have with your parents will continue. But the building itself, if you're wanting to sell the house, then this will really help clear it out. And then the next thing I heard was like this this feeling of it seems impossible that it would sell, right? That that feeling you have of like, but it's been
Mm-hmm.
on for ages. You may consider taking it off the market and then putting it right back on. And you might even get I don't know what it's like where you live, but I'm sure if I tried to do that with a property here in the UK, they'd usually advise against it. But there's something energetically important about it because you close the on the market for several years towards an energy, and then you start this new on the market. So it's you're not trying to trick the market in any way, but I
Mm-hmm.
saw these people that were like coming towards the house, and to them it's just brand new. To them it's like a new opportunity, and the energy of the home is much more appealing to them. It's much clearer. I hope that helps.
Yes, wonderful. I actually, first thing when I connected, I heard the house needs clearing, so that goes with what you were saying. And I also saw Lisa after the cord cutting going into each room with her hand on her heart and just like saying thank you and saying goodbye to the house as the another step to
Awesome.
of the release, um, and then closing the door uh, on the way out behind her, and then part of the release. Okay, now it's uh, really that feeling not my home anymore, and it's ready for a new family. I just thought of something too that I know some people do it as part of the process of releasing. Write a letter. Uh, as if you write a note or a letter to the house, like I'm grateful for the time I lived here, and grateful for you, and now I'm releasing you to welcome my new family, new life, new energy into the space. Hi Nova and Angela Hunter that came in. So yeah, I hope that helps you, Lisa, and good luck.
And it's
Uh,
funny because I also visited two of my previous homes
mm-hmm.
today, just from the outside. I was doing my walking monthly reflections, and
Yes.
it's really interesting, right? Like it's been quite a few years. Oh, for one of them, I could barely get the year right. But it
Mm-hmm.
was only about 15 years. But I was like, it's just so helpful to let these buildings go because they are living. Our consciousness helps create this kind of living being, and so when we
Yes.
when we let that go, it's very liberating. Um, and so I hope that helps with the sale. Best of luck.
Mm-hmm.
And I think because you were saying specifically, will you be able to sell before another winter? Like, yes, that's what it felt like.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, it will be a big shift, of course, after doing the clearing and then cord cutting. Absolutely. Okay, so we're ready for our next. Would you like to go ahead and choose the next one?
Yeah, I'd love to. Choosing your next request. And we have Leah.
Leah, hi Leah. Please say hi in the chat if you're to let us know you're here.
And yes, please put your requests in caps. If you didn't put them in caps, please put them in. Leah said, "You heard me." Um, so she's here, and Leah's asking for a healing, please, very needed if you can.
Okay.
Would you like me to do a scan first before
Oh,
doing any
sure,
healing?
please. Mm-hmm.
if Leah, you ever watch like the Marvel movies with Iron Man, where he has like these like jets that come out of his hands. That's the first thing I saw was like this energy like wanting to burst to come out of your hands. It seems like a lot of release of energy that you're wanting to do. Have a look at the rest of you as well.
I heard the word transformation, and I am drawn to her solar plexus.
Yeah, I saw the solar plexus too. It seems that the feet, like Leah's nervous system, is also trying to release a lot through the feet, but it's struggling. I think that's why it's kind of bursting out the hands, is because the feet aren't able to release it.
Mm-hmm.
If you want, I could focus on the nervous system.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Just safely releasing the energy out of the hands one at a time. I think I just heard your stomach, Viviane.
Sorry about that. I thought you would.
Unfortunately, we're not on Zoom, so you hear that. But you know why that is, right? It's because you're working on Leah's solar plexus.
Yes.
I get that loads in in-person sessions. Sometimes it's both stomachs, like almost like they're having a conversation. They're like, it's so funny. Everything for a reason.
That was loud, yeah.
Maybe somewhere there's like a dictionary, like you can like translate what stomachs say, because like they do talk. Okay. The first thing I saw with Leah was you'll benefit greatly, Leah, like placing your hands on the ground. I've done a lot to release the energy out of your nervous system, but it seems that the first thing was you seem to struggle to release your own negative energy that you absorb from others around you and from the collective, and it's all like building up. And so you're I can only describe like your feet as almost like a jet engine that was like going on off. It's like it was like just stuttering, and you couldn't release through there. So your hands instead, so your nerve endings across your body also come out through the hands. You're trying to release through there, and so that like on your healing journey, it'll be really helpful to start grounding if you can. Put your hands on grass. If it's, I'm not sure where you are in the world, if it's snowy or wherever you are, on stone is also fine. It doesn't need to be very long, but just set the intention to release everything that doesn't serve you into the earth. And once you've done that, just have a regular practice of grounding with your feet.
Mm-hmm.
And that will help you as well. I mean, you can do both. There's no harm in doing both, but like a daily practice if you can, and either doing it walking on stone, sands, um, in on the grass or even mud. But if you can't do that, doing things like touching plants.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, my plant is fake, but maybe one day it'll become real. And but that in meditation is also helpful. Like it felt like this. It says, as soon as the mud is ready, I'm in my garden.
Yes,
Fantastic.
great.
But yeah, I would say that there was this feeling that you have, like your body's just this like this urgency of like, I must release, and know that you have to give yourself permission and say it's okay to release this. Mother Gaia wants to take this energy from you and help
Yes.
transmute it.
Yes, absolutely. And I asked Archangel Michael to assist me with sending, I'm sorry, Archangel Raphael to assist me with sending you healing energy. Initially, there was like this green orb above your head and went through your body. But then I saw Archangel Raphael, which is like, think of a firefighter trying to, aiming to destroy a fire, but it was like focusing on your solar plexus, just sending like a lot of this healing energy, and so it was really interesting, and of course then grounding your energy. Drink lots of water, please, Leah, and rest. So I hope that this was helpful. And I saw Angela wrote like it sounded like I had a dragon in my stomach because it was so loud.
Yeah, it was so cool. Like, "Roar." It was very cool. I like it
Thank
though. It's lovely, right? Our bodies do talk a lot,
Yes.
and it like I get that it's embarrassing because mine. I'm just get very used to mine. I've got a really noisy body, and
Hmm.
it's a really polite way of, explaining what it's like being near me physically. But yeah, that's I think it's a really lovely thing to talk to your body a lot. Like, what do you mean? What's going on? Tell me. Like, are we hungry? Or do you need more water? Let me know.
Yes. So thank you, Leah. And I'm going to go ahead and select the next request, next question here randomly.
Selecting the next request randomly. Please say hello if your name is called.
Oops. Okay. Aleph, please say hi in the chat. You're asking for any healing necessary at the moment. Mm.
Let us know, Elif, if you're still here.
Oh,
Please do
she's
drink
here.
water.
Thank you. All right. So healing. Let's give you a scanning.
Excuse me. I'm not sure why yet, but it seems important to watch you doing it, Viviane.
Okay.
It's really fascinating. I don't usually watch, and I'm like, oh, it's so cool. I can see the chakras you're working through.
I usually see when I start the scanning, I see a horizontal line going through the body, and then
Mhm.
if it reacts somehow, and then I know that I need to look into that area. Um, I I was drawn to the heart space, and I heard sadness.
Yeah, it's intriguing as like I could see all of what you're describing. Like I could see you guys, both of you and Elif, like side on.
Mm.
And I could see like your higher self. You're kind of like like you often see in these biblical depictions of like an angel kind of praying at someone's feet. It's like you were at uh, Ella's feet, and then you were like scanning down, and yeah, it was
Oh,
the
that's
heart's
amazing. You
person.
see that I yeah. Thank you for sharing that.
The pleasure.
And then I heard part of the healing process, this sadness that is there is um, it's that sometimes you feel is part of the healing process of releasing, because you have to acknowledge that it's there, and then part of your process to be able to release it, you have to recognize is there. Bring it to the surface to be able to release it. And now I see the image of a filing drawer with a lot of files, those hanging folders, and it's where all of this, like memories and we have all of that stored in there, and it's about reaching. I saw a hand reaching to grab one, and it was just, okay, I see you're there, recognizing you're there, and then releasing it. That's part of you. I see the hand touching the top of all the files, and just as acknowledging here, and then closing the drawer.
That's beautiful.
And I'm asking Archangel Raphael to assist me, sending healing energy to the heart space. I'm hearing open your heart to receive all this healing energy. I heard beautiful soul. And then grounding the energy too. And then I see Ella putting her hands on her heart. Yeah, okay, you're processing too much at the moment. So that's, yeah. And then please do drink lots of water and ground your energy to be very helpful for you to do that. Thank you, Ella. Thank you for being here. And so,
I'll yeah, I'll share a bit.
Sure.
The it was like it was so beautiful. So just before you were saying about this like file, like a filing cabinet, the
Yes.
the first message, this was Archangel Raphael saying this to Elif, was saying, he was like touching your heart, Elif, like right in the center, like right in the very core of your heart chakra. He was touching it and saying, "You're touched by divinity. You're touched by divinity." And
Wow.
it's just incredible energy and a very beautiful, powerful energy. And he's not referring to his touch. He's referring to yours, Elif. Like you are this touch of divinity in your
Wow.
heart. And I asked a bit more about it, and he said, well, part of it is accepting this this hugely powerful, infinite love energy that you exude,
Beautiful.
and then allowing yourself to accept it, to accept this is a big part of you. It's part of your superpowers, of one of your heart's activations that you're working through. And as you, Viviane, then said, because you're touching each of the files, and Archangel Raphael is saying it's like touching with divinity, every single one. And it's like saying, using very empowering words like, I, Elif, I release this trauma, this person, this emotion. And you were touching each one as you went. And also I can describe it as, how wars can't be, violence can't be solved with more violence. In fact, violence breeds more violence. And only love can bring end to violence. And so it's this like overriding, this overarching power of love that you have, Elif, where you, when you touch something with it, it's like you win that war, that battle, and you end whatever you set your intention to. And it's a really powerful gift you have. And I can see how easily it's been for you to accrue, like you're saying, like take on too much, like more than than many people could imagine. And it's because of this huge capacity of your heart. Your heart is designed, your soul and heart are designed in this life to help touch other people, but it's the touching and the reminding of the love within them, and touching situations and traumas you've had with your love. Um, so yeah, so thank you for that beautiful experience, and thank you for coming to Earth to help, and know that your journey starts by healing you and
Mm-hmm.
touching the divinity in you. Because you were saying right at the end, didn't you, Viviane, like touching your heart, and I was seeing it like with you, just a finger, like touching the center of your heart, elephant, and you can say whatever you want. You can say, I love you, Elif. I love you, Elif. I love you, Elif. Just touching your heart and
Mm-hmm.
forgiving and releasing.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. Now you may go ahead and select our next
Thank you.
request.
Okay, we are choosing the next request randomly. And here we have Rossi.
Hi, Rossi. Please say hi in the chat to let us know you're here.
Let us know if you're here.
Mm-hmm.
And Elf was just saying, it made me emotional. Thank you. I needed that. I have so much love to
Yes.
share. Every one of us has it. That's very true. And Rossi's here.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Rossi. Messaging clearing. Should we split then? What would you like to do? Message or clearing?
Message?
Okay, thank you. I'll do the clearing for you, Rossi. And please may go ahead and share if you have anything you're ready to share.
It was a lot.
Okay.
So and I was drawn to your to your cat. Your on the image it looks black.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and so I was asking for a message, and the first message I heard is that you're, how to describe it, like it was, the words were a walker between worlds, and
Wow.
like you can walk in like a twilight between this. I would describe I would describe it as the third and fourth dimension overlapping, fourth dimension in particular. So like fourth dimension, a little bit like in Stranger Things, is the upside down, although it's not as dark as that now. It's getting a lot better. But it was like you can walk. I saw you like walking out at night, a bit like cats do, and you're like seeing shadow figures and ghosts, and it seemed like just bringing awareness to what's going on, especially in the neighborhoods. And you're like walking around, and anything that uh is in, how to describe it, like is in a place that it shouldn't be, you could help clear, you could help move on. And I never really thought about this is what is some of the behaviors that cats themselves do. But this is what they also do. When, if you ever wonder what cats do at night,
Mm.
when the veil is thinner and they're prowling around, and not just interacting with each other and other animals, but also other entities. And so there's very like stealth-like aspect to you, and it's a very beautiful capability. And I said, I'm not, Rossi's asked for like a clearing, so is why are we talking about a kind of what feels like a
Mm-hmm.
superpower. And your guide said, so it's important to know that, you know, people like us that have these abilities, or should I say we're all the same, but we just choose to practice these abilities, is that one thing you can do, just especially before you go to bed at night, is do what a cat does, and like you like prowl around. So take a walk around your property and then a walk around the rooms in your home. And it's like you're creating this safe space for you. And you're also like you've got those like cat-like instincts, like the spider senses, and you're checking in on what's there. And if there's anything that doesn't feel right, just push it out, like push it out. I would work with just what I do is just create a protective golden bubble around my home before I go to sleep at night, and then around myself. And it feels like this is like a different way that you would do a very similar activity. Um, and then finally, it felt like there's this sensitivity you have that you can continue to develop if you chose to. Um, and it's like you have these like very like sensitive, like finely attuned, like cat-like senses where you can sense what's going on. And it's not just in the third dimension when you're awake, but also you do a lot of work in the fourth dimension. Um, so it's a lot of what you're doing is helping prepare the dimensions themselves to clear them up for our ascension, because a lot of us pass through the fourth dimension. And
Mm-hmm.
then also because the dimensions themselves need to be like clearer, happier places to live in, and really every being gets to choose which dimension they're in accordance
Mm-hmm.
with their frequency match. And Ross is just saying, I've always felt comfortable at night. Karen, it's my real cat. Um, Lovely.
Wonderful. That was a great message. And Rossi, I was drawn to your heart and solar plexus, and there's just a little bit of stagnant. Just felt a little bit of stagnant energy that needed to be cleared, and then straighten up, uh, strengthen the connection between the heart and the solar plexus. And then I kept hearing the word connect. That's what I did, the connecting the heart and solar plexus. But then after that, it was also channel. I got a little bit of. I had a vision of you writing messages that you're channeling. I think maybe you're practicing that. Um, so yeah, and then I just sent golden light through your body and grounded the energy. So yeah, that's a beautiful cat too. I like that. So and I really enjoyed the listen to the message you have for us about the
It's so cool.
cats are super. Yeah.
I always wonder what cats did.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe after Patch, I never want to think like that, but maybe we would have a cat
Yeah,
after
cats are
her advent.
amazing, mystical creatures. I love the feline energy. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and select the next question.
Mysterious music. We're selecting your next randomly. Please say hello in the chat when called.
Okay. Oops. Aquila. Aquila, I believe you're here, but please say hi in the chat. You're saying your third eye vision seems blurred. Is there a veil blocking it? If yes, are we able to lift the veil? And she's giving consent to do that if needed. I think she blocked it as a kid.
Is that another cat? Is that like a big cat on the photo?
Yeah, it looks like
Oh,
a
like a panther or jaguar?
yeah. And now
Wow,
she's here.
fabulous.
Okay, let's take a look at your. I see an eye that is open and blinking, but I heard the word. Then I heard open and resting. I know, and I'm going to continue looking at it.
Yeah, there's something that, and it's of Akila's that's like what I saw is she's like holding up this like a cone. So like imagine
Mm-hmm.
holding a cone on your forehead like this, and then the point comes out quite far, like the very tip of it. What
Mm.
is that? I don't know, maybe like something like 40 centimeters out. And I was like, oh, what's this? And Kayla's used it in like a past life for focus. So a bit like you'd use a telescope. But what it does
Mm-hmm.
is it like narrows the vision of the third eye so you could focus on very specific things. And what you've done as a child is then blocked the very tip. Um, and I felt like the tip, the blockage has like started to come away, but it's almost
Mm-hmm.
like your third eye can't focus and isn't actually aware that that cone is there. And I was like, oh, how does Akela like work with it? And it was quite cool is I saw you like just picking it up and then it like a piece of paper and like folding it flat, and it seemed to be a bit like a map. You can like roll up a map into a cone shape and then hold it up like this to look through your third eye, just like a unicorn, right? Um, and so you could even like after we've done our work today, you could also like get a bit of paper and mimic this, right? Get a bit of paper, hold it up like into a cone shape, and it might feel funny. You could even run around and pretend you're a unicorn. Like it really doesn't matter. But the important thing is that you're bringing the attention to your third eye, that it's there, and that you can take it on and off at will whenever you're ready. Oh, you're muted, Viviane.
Thank you. I still see the eye opening, and now it's like the background looks like a beautiful blue sky.
Wonderful.
And
Yeah,
then
I
I heard
felt.
I am the eye in the sky, that line
Oh
from the
wow.
song.
That makes a lot of sense. Because your third eye, Akela, is how to describe it, like very expansive. Because I was asking, why would you use this kind of tool to focus? And I was shown like
Mm.
a bit like self-driving cars have these big lasers that look around them constantly in 360 degrees. That's what your third eye was doing, like seeing all around you at once, like a 360-degree camera. And I love that, like the eye in the sky is like the all-seeing eye that you have.
Yes. So cool. So thank you, Akila. I hope that was helpful, and thank you so much for your request. I guess it's John's turn to choose now.
Fabulous, thank you. Choosing the next request. Please put all your requests in capitals and say hello in the chat if you're called. And we have Patty, Spirit of the Mountain. Let me turn down the music. Let us know if you hear Patty.
Mm-hmm. I see a comment from Rossi also saying that the topic of channeling keeps coming up for her. That she her guides want her to channel. I remember giving readings to Rossi talking, and Patty's here. Okay,
Fantastic. That's really cool.
sip
Yeah.
sip, everyone, drink water.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to finish my coffee and then just drink water.
Mm-hmm. So thank you, Patty, for saying hi in the chat. So, okay, love you both, love you too. May I have a message from my angels for this new moon? Yes, new moon in Pisces, which falls in my fourth astrology house of the home, roots. Okay. So, message from your angels. Message from your guides. Okay. Patty. I feel like I am an eagle flying above a mountain now. As soon as I looked at their name and started tuning in,
Mhm.
I kept seeing that. And then I just heard fly, the line of the song, fly like an eagle into the future. And I see the eagle coming back, flying towards you, and then integrating into your body, Patty. Let's see what else. I heard new beginnings energy and a focus on what you want. I see you writing a list, which will be like your wishes, your goals, and then going back and putting a check mark on a couple ones from the top, like the three top ones from the list. Folding the paper of the list, and then you actually putting inside uh, your pillowcase. And then when you rest and you when you're sleeping with your list in your pillowcase, it's like in your dream state you're working on achieving that or getting messages on the next steps to achieve your dreams. So I'm getting from this image. And I see the note you wrote, an image of this note with angel wings, flying and from your pillow. What's she saying here? What is that? My kitty came to say. Oh, okay.
That's lovely.
Cats and large cats have been huge. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it was a comment about. I guess Patty was responding to a different comment. I guess the message here is for you to think of goals. New moon, new energy, new achievements, new plans. So what did you get for Patty?
Um, it yeah, it was lovely because it felt like a ground up like version of what you were experiencing. So
Uh-huh.
the first message was to prepare your home, um, in a way like preparing your home for travel. And it's really funny because you're saying like home and roots, and it's like, oh great, it's like, is it going to be like adventures at home? It's like no, but it's different. And so the first thing was get your home ready, and I described this as like you know, if you're going to go on a long journey, you would prepare your home. You'd have it like clean and tidy and decluttered, and you'd check for things that go moldy and food that goes off in your
Mm-hmm.
trash or rubbish bin or whatever. And then I saw you going like really curiously. You were traveling to different places. It initially it didn't feel uh, like going overnight, like going for longer than a few hours. But when you went to different places, the key was that you were asking yourself this feeling of, does this place feel like home to me? Or how much does this feel like a home or capable of being my home? And it's like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
that's really curious. Why would you do that? Almost like you invent the Patty scale of like 1 or 0 to 10, and you say 10 is like it's already my home because I just made it my home, and then 0 is like never. I will never like live here. And it was fascinating. The message was that as you travel to these places, every place you first identify and then make feel like your home becomes your home. And some of that message was for me as well. Some areas, I
Mm-hmm.
struggle to go with near where I live for different reasons. And they're saying, "Oh, John, just like you, just make it your home," and where because Patty was saying, I'm cleaning it now. As today, our disabled friend moved to be in a new home,
Yes.
um, and it's that home is a feeling, not a building. And I feel like when you visit these places, it definitely feels like travel is helpful for you, that it's helping like cultivate that space first with identifying score 0 to 10 and then help cultivating it as well. I think all of what Viviane is telling you about like being clear on your goals and setting a clear intention really help you too.
I also lyrics to a song just came up to my head too. Is something about I have no home because my I have no roots because my home is never on the ground.
Mm,
Um, anyway, and then it goes with the flying, the image that I went.
lovely. When
Uh,
Patty said this, I heard it's like where I lay my cat is my home, not my hat.
oh, okay.
That's really cool.
Great. Thank you, Patty. I guess I am going to select our next one here, our
Okay.
next request. Mhm.
Selecting the next request. Please say hello in the chat if you're calling.
Sissy Angel, please let us know if you're here. You asking for a healing from pain in hands, arms, and shoulders.
Let us know if you're here. CC Angel's here.
Thank
Hello.
you. Okay. Hands, arms, and shoulders. Okay.
I'll let you go first.
Mm-hmm. I see the arms and shoulders, hands like all, both highlighted in red. My body's feeling colder now. And I heard something about like some heavy energy, like dragging it down, like as if the arms were being pulled down by, just feeling this heaviness, making the arms look longer than they are, like like being, pushed down.
Mhm.
I'm feeling more my shoulder now. My left shoulder is hurting now. And we were talking about cats before. I actually have an image of a cat, as if a cat was, sitting on her left shoulder. I'm asking why is the cat there, and I got that the cat has good intentions.
Mhm.
My shoulder feels better now. I see Archangel uh, Michael and Archangel Raphael kind of wanting to. They're close to the hands and moving up because, like I said, the arms like look longer than they're supposed to, so they're like pushing
Yeah.
up to adjust it. The pain feels better now on my left shoulder after they did that. I heard wanting to do too much, as if you're like over, stressing, wanting, using your arms and your hands to wanting to do too much. If it's okay for Archangel Michael, just wanted to clear that energy from the arms. CC Angel, please share what you got. Um, this is
Sure.
just very.
And I was just holding back because it's all it all like totally aligned with what I saw, but it was what I saw first of all was these dark like angel wings that you had, and I must admit, like I've got like a goldfish memory, right? I totally was not paying any attention to the fact you're called yourself CC Angel.
Yes.
And so just like right at the start when I kind of made those funny like epiphany like
Mm-hmm.
gestures, I was like, I just realized that's in your name. And so there's these dark angel wings. These are angel wings that you brought in from a previous life. And they're heavier than you now is a good way of describing it.
Mm.
But they help bring you in and many of your superpowers into this life. A bit like you have like the heart emojis like starting dark and then entering this like rainbow state. Um and then the what your body was trying to do is like trying to release that energy down the
Mm-hmm.
through the shoulders and through the hands and out through the arms and out through the hands. And so that's what it got stuck. And there's a lot of the pain is your body's like, this, like, we need to like do something about this. We need to release this. And also the cat as well, trying to help. And so
Yes.
there's like next, this next aspect of you, like as you, a lot of this is bringing your attention to it. You might even find like dancing, like I know Viviane and I love dancing in our kitchens, like just dancing and shaking your hands. And
Mm-hmm.
I often say, I'm releasing what doesn't serve me. I'm releasing you. My hands are down like this, and jumping around. That's a great
Yes.
way of like shaking out this energy out of you. And then to allow, because what's trying to come through as well is like your new wings, and they're much higher vibration. Um,
And it's interesting because I didn't share. I heard the word wings too when I was checking the shoulders, but I didn't see. I didn't
mm.
see.
Yeah, that's right. They're not there. They're almost like what I saw on the shoulder blade and the scapula is like just these almost like dark lines. It's like the remnants of the connection of the wings
Mm-hmm.
into the body. Um, yeah, it makes perfect sense
Now I feel the need to
why
do this with my shoulders
yeah,
after
it, like
this. I
immediately
have
it's
to,
like oh
because it is really heavy to like whoa. Do this to Sissy Angel. Wow, that was interesting. And yeah, I'm glad you mentioned it because the cat was trying to help. The cat was wanting to absorb that energy and trying to help.
mhm.
Wonderful.
And there's I can dig this out while we're on the live stream.
Uh huh.
There's there's an exercise I do which really helps. I think it's called like some people call it like in the UK would call it football, like soccer, like a soccer supporter. So
Uh
what people would do in the UK is they'd like have a scarf like this and then hold it and like they go away, 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 away like this, and it's exactly that exercise. But what it's great for is like it unlocks the shoulder blades and the scapula, and you could also like I didn't think I could do it at age 48. I thought my arms would break off or something.
huh.
But you can also just bring it gently behind you as well, so and keep your
Kind
arms
of
as straight as you
like
can.
kind of like doing this because I actually felt like her needed to do
Yeah,
that this movement to like the elbows up and then lower like this to like move
that's
her
right.
arms like that.
I'll dig out
Nice.
the video and see.
Sure. Yeah. Wow.
Very cool. And CC Angel was saying in the chat as well about is it crochet 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. So, yeah, and like I've never well I don't think I've done it before, but I think it's also like that anything that you're doing like hunching over and focusing on is um what the way our bodies work is if you ever wondered why like when you sat at a computer for example,
Mm-hmm.
which is maybe a little bit more common, it's like you're sending and receiving energy, but you're kind of you're like this, right? You're like kind of hunched over. And so
Yes.
all the positive energy or negative energy that you're pushing out of you will come up like from your heart, up out the shoulders, up out the hands, but also receiving. If you're receiving negative energy now when we're on computers and emailing each other, for example, you're receiving that back up through your body and into the shoulders. And it's also often what our bodies do is store that energy in the shoulder blades and the scapula, and a little bit on the trapezium as well.
Mm-hmm.
So just encouraging you to like take breaks and do these like stretching exercises to as much as it feels comfortable for you, and that will just help with the releasing of the energy. That's what you're really you're focusing on. Um, I do it like 2 or 3 times a day now. Now that I wish I knew it like years ago.
Mm-hmm.
um, and I use like a really cheap resistance band while I'm doing it.
Mm-hmm. Great. Is it my turn? I spaced out a little bit, or is your turn? Woo-hoo.
Uh,
I think I selected CC Angel. Yeah, I did. It's really
so
still sorry.
give me a second. I'll just dig out this video before I forget.
Sure, sure, sure. And so yeah, it was interesting readings. I guess we can answer a couple, one each, and then we can do the lightning round after that, so we can answer
Oh,
more
nice.
requests.
Good idea.
Hmm.
Wow, so many videos. 12-minute
Yes,
shoulder and back
yes.
strength workout. No, not that. Um, It's so funny. There's like a million videos, and a
I
guy with a 7-minute video about one exercise. Admire his thoroughness.
so yeah, yeah, it's so important. Like we give masters like that. It's so important to move our bodies. So we talk a lot about dancing in the kitchen. You know, and it's fun. First of all, it's fun and it's a way of um, having fun and exercising. But it's just a reminder everybody to um, remember to move your body. You know, you can be at home. How many? I know how we spend so much time, especially depending on your job, the job you have. You know, sitting down, and it's just really important to move your body a couple times a day. Just do something fun, and you'll be releasing your energy, and you'll be connecting more also to the energy of your body.
Definitely. Yeah, until I started practicing reflexology and Swedish massage, I didn't know how much our bodies store energy. It's like they're
Mm-hmm.
designed to do it. And the problem is when we're wearing
Yes.
shoes all the time, we just block the energy from being grounded into the earth, which we're
Yes.
designed to do. All our nervous systems and nerve endings come out of our hands and feet. And
Mm-hmm.
and so when I'm doing like a psychic Swedish massage or a psychic reflexology
Mm.
service, you feel like I can see I get visions of the actual energy of what happened in the creation of that blocked energy. So what the person was doing, who they're talking to, and that just astounded me. It's like I did not know that's how the body works. It makes perfect sense, and no wonder our bodies, we put them
Mm-hmm.
through so much of a hard time when we're storing all these traumatic experiences in our bodies and then not knowing how to release it. Um,
Yes.
okay, sounds like it's time for some rock music.
Mm-hmm.
Choosing your next request.
And hi, loyal mom, and hi, Garnet, that joined us now. And John is selecting our next. And Judith came in too. Hi, Judith. Emily, say hi in the
Emily.
chat, please. I believe you're here.
And it's funny because when I last played the song, Emily was posting in guitar emojis.
Okay. So Emily's asking for
Emily's
healing
here.
and clearing for her hair, OCD, and burning itchy scalp. I like to massage my scalp too often, just like doing this
Oh, wow.
circular motions, and I do that of course when I'm washing my hair. But
Mhm.
it's so relaxing to do this too. Like we often forget about that, just circular motions.
Amazing.
Especially the ladies that wear their hair up and tight, like you need
Mm.
to do that because you just really need to
on
have
on
circulation.
Sunday, I'm learning Indian head massage.
Oh, nice,
So that'll be
wonderful.
exciting. I think it's three days to qualify. That'll be fascinating.
Lovely. And Emily's here. I see her rocking hands there.
Yeah.
She's jamming.
Thank you.
Okay. Her OCD brain scalp. Okay. Emily's saying she struggled with compulsively pulling her hair since she was 12.
Oh,
Okay. That's tough, Emily. I can see the redness on the scalp,
mhm.
and I can see the closely the hair follicles. Somehow I'm getting that this hairs, the hairs that she's pulling, it's like about she's trying to pull like old memories, like release old memories, pulling old memories.
Mhm.
It's connected to that. I just feel a lot of tingling on top of my head, and I asked Archangel Michael to do a clearing of the energy on the scalp, and then I keep hearing that it needs a cooling energy to.
Mhm.
Please, if you have already to share, please do. And use the medicine under the sun, but my scalp is on fire. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Asking to send cooling energy. I even heard the word menthol.
Mhm.
Really needs that cooling.
So yeah, a lot came through. The first thing was
Mm,
that when that this a lot of this relates to your crown chakra and your connection to your guides, but also your psychic abilities.
mm,
And initially, what I was being shown is almost like, you know, when like welders are welding, like, or if you're cutting through metal, like sparks come down, and so there's like these sparks, like the embers were coming down, and like they were touching your scalp, and like it felt like this, like you're saying, like this burning sensation. Those to you and I, Viviane, they're like our messages, they're interactions that we have with our guides and with other
mm-hmm.
higher self and other higher dimensional beings. And I was intrigued. It's like, so, so why is all this happening? Um, and I was shown that your your past life as a Lemurian, and I would describe this this form that you were as being like a siren. You're very powerful. You had very powerful, like webbed hands, slight blue tinge to your skin, but importantly, your scalp was you were completely bald, and you had this like great sensitivity in your scalp. It was used for things like echo sound. So echo, you could use it for communication and location and scanning, and it was all driven through your crown chakra. So like that whole area across the top of your head was active.
Wow.
And I said, "Oh, why? So why is this happening now as a human?" Um, Emily says, "Is what? Lol. As a Lemurian siren, so like a mermaid, but more. I don't know. I'd describe it as like more powerful. Like your abilities were longer range, and you're physically more powerful. Like a bigger, broader shoulders, a more powerful being. And what your soul has chosen to do in this lifetime is bring forwards these abilities of, in particular, like the crown chakra ability you wanted to continue to cultivate as Emily, as a human. But the challenges that you have are is that humans have hair, and as you were going, as you said, like from 12, like as you're going through those puberty years, it's like this activation you started going through create this like disconnect, like you're unhappy with the hair, and it was like causing the frictions and challenges that you're having with your itching and burning. So I asked, what can you do? What can you do to help with this? And other than like the healing that Viviane's been doing, is so just before meditating, you can do. And Viviane, you were saying it right. Like you like to massage your head, and I saw you like doing this
Yes.
with your head, and it was just really beautiful. It was like, you know, feeling and celebrating hair, because the human hair is part, despite my short hair, um, is part of our nervous system. So
Mm-hmm.
um, it's like you're able to sense more through the hair. So what you're trying to do is help your body integrate the fact that you're now human, that you have this hair, and that it's important for you to use in your meditation practices. And that will help like start to bring acceptance to your body. I would describe this process as it's like a past life superpower integration, and loads of people
Mhm.
have it. It it's not as common, but it often happens when there's like a strong superpower as a different form you're now trying to activate in this lifetime. I hope that helps you.
Yes, and in addition to, I asked Archangel Raphael to send cooling, healing energy. And then I also saw the image of what it looked like a helmet, and it was a blue helmet, like a
Oh,
cooling helmet
mhm.
above. So yeah, this really helps you, Emily. It may take a little time, but yeah, and I love the idea of incorporating the uh, scalp massage. And if you don't always remember, do it. Do it when you're washing your hair. But it is very relaxing too. So I'm sure you enjoy that. So how about we switch to a lightning
Sure, yeah.
round pace so that we can help more people.
Cool. Yeah, I
Okay,
will have to go at 30 minutes past, but yeah, we can see how many we got.
sure. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to start with Sharon. Sharon is asking for healing. Her digestive system for Sharon. Heard the word fiber. Add fiber to your diet. More fiber and more water. Fruits and vegetables. And also moving your body. Moving your body will help your digestive system. And I'm sending healing energy too and grounding the energy, but I just got this message through. I know he didn't ask for a message, but it came through as I'm looking at your body. Okay.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
And I had what a lovely day 90. And the message is quite simple, which is I saw you like seeing messages. Initially it was like I was seeing you like reading cards and books, and it was like just reading text. And then you're also like seeing signs. And these signs are all for purpose. They're all for reasons. So this is like your guides and angelic beings like archangels trying to communicate with you. So the advice is for you to take a look at this whenever you're experiencing any of these signs. Just place your hand on your heart, like ask yourself what you're thinking of, what you're feeling like at that time, and express some gratitude for the sign as well, and say thank you very much. The more you do this, the more signs you will get. And it's definitely like there's a path building here, like it's a path leading you on your journey of life. So I hope that helps you.
I'm working on Barb Peters now, asking for no name of highest guide and if there is a advice or message. Okay. For B Peters, I keep hearing, keep going, keep moving, and I see someone just walking forward and walking fast. I heard don't look back. It's interesting when you're asking the name of your highest guide. I also heard it's you, it's in you. It's like your highest your higher self. I know it's advice and a message. And now I heard, keep moving forward at a pace that is comfortable for you. And then I heard, enjoy the ride, and you are where you're supposed to be on your journey, on your path. So that's what I have for you about B. Peters. Hope helps.
Brilliant. I had Nivra.
Mm-hmm.
I saw as I did a clearing around your heart, there was almost like just around the center of your heart, there's like these like small negative entity attachments either side, like in almost like a mirror form of it, like
Mm-hmm.
the name of the shape. But yeah, as they're like, it's almost like two like crescent moons either side. So I remove those.
Mm-hmm.
And then help scan through your body and just help open you up. And there's this feeling of like rebirthing in your heart, almost like whilst they were negative entities and they didn't have serve your highest good, it's almost like they did serve some purpose, which was to help almost like balance your heart going through a rebirth, which is really beautiful. Like it feels like all aspects of you opening up. So just please get plenty of rest and drink plenty of water. That's because especially it's around the heart, it's quite a big change. So I hope that helps you.
That was a beautiful message. Beautiful. I have our shining lights asking for clearing. I feel the crown chakra for our shining lights. I hear downloads. And it's not quite a clearing, it's a message I'm getting for you to ask your guides to send you to ask your guides to slow down a little bit of these downloads that are trying to get to you, at a slower pace to be easier. I'm scanning the body too for see if any clearing needed. Now my attention is on the throat space, the throat area. Throat and sacral chakra. Okay, that's what I got for you. Thank you, our shining lights.
Fabulous. So I did LP.
Mm-hmm.
And for LP, I did a clearing. There was it was like a kind of whole body scan. So there's some clearing to be done around the heart and then around the rest of the body. The really beautiful message was, and maybe this is a message for us all, right? I know I'm going to try this, is for you to walk up to a tree, right? There's not a rush, but next time you can, walk up to a tree, place both your hands on the tree, ask the tree for permission to talk and to say, ask the tree to show you how trees, like they're able to, I guess it's a form of transmutation to take energy that's going on in the outside area, the environment, and then release it into the ground. and your body needs like a reminder, like a refresher course on how to do this and to be shown. So when you ask the tree, ask it to show you how that feels. And trees are constantly doing this, right? They're bringing water up from the ground, and then they're releasing negative energy from the environment and the collective around them back into the earth. And this would really help you on your continued life and healing journey. So I hope that helps you.
Mm-hmm. I was working on Rachel H. She asked for reading and healing. I heard more exercise for you to move as we're talking, move your body to release energy, and for your overall mental health and well-being will be really beneficial for you to start journaling if you're not doing that already, and be mindful of your diet, what you're consuming. There's one more thing. Yeah, and then I send some healing energy to your body. And ground the energy for you, Rachel.
Okay.
I'm looking for the next one. Mm-hmm.
So Donna, for you, and you're saying at exactly the same time, you're saying, darn, I keep getting called away from work. So for you, the clearing was relatively straightforward. There was some energy from others that you were absorbing, so just helped clear away that. And then I looked at your solar plexus, which was quite like small and tight, and inside the middle of it, there was like this kind of plug. And so this plug seemed to be, I describe it as when you lack self-love and self-worth, your solar plexus can often tighten up really small, almost like it's in fear. And so for weight loss, you were like holding on to additional weight because it's almost like help try and fill that void, with food. And so as I remove that plug, it feels like it's gonna really help you like open up more, and so receive just the right amount of food that feels right for you, that you feel satisfied in a day, but also to really encourage you to practice a self-love practice like I do each morning. First thing I do is look in the mirror, place my hand on the heart. You also put your other hand on the solar plexus and just say, Donna, I love you. Donna, I love you. Donna, I love you. I hope that helps you.
Mm-hmm. That's beautiful. I am Lulu, and she asked for a healing of locked emotional damage. I did a clearing on the removing some stagnant energy from the heart. The heart felt really heavy, and it looked into it. It's almost like it had what looked like trash. Really, think of just having like just a lot of debris and trash. So needed to clear that out of the way. And I saw you lying on grass on your back, and just I need to remind you to open your heart to receive this green healing energy. Yeah, emotional damage. And open your heart to receive this healing energy, and remember to ground your energy too. That will be helpful with the release of this locked emotional damage that you're referring to. And I just thought of do some inner child meditation. Look into John's 14-day free meditation, and there's a wonderful inner child meditation there for inner child healing. I am Lulu. Hope that helps.
Wonderful, and I'll just put that in the chat and meditations.
Mm-hmm.
And thank you to almost all 400 of you that have completed them in the last just the year they've been out. So who was I doing? Lacey Gray. So for Lacey Gray, I did a clearing, and it felt like how to describe it, like there's this thing you're doing with your hands. It's like every action you do, the recommendation for you is to do it with love. So some of that is like forgiveness, so for all the things you've done in the past, saying, I let this go. All the actions that I've taken, these are not just physical actions, these are actions, with your thoughts and feelings. And then also just allowing yourself to say, you know what, these are done. I did them with my best intentions. I did the best I could in that time. I released them. And then now when you're doing stuff, just like if I'm going to pick up this glass of water and drink it, in my hand, I'm like sending this love energy out through my hand, and I'm saying to my hand and my body, I do this. My intention is to do this with love. I drink this water with love. And it's just a really beautiful practice for you to continue to do throughout your life. So I hope that helps you on your healing journey also.
I guess we're pretty close in the time now.
Yeah, I'll have to. If you're doing one, please do complete it. But otherwise, I'll have to go.
Sure. Very quickly, Angela Hunter, you asked how your guides try to communicate with you. I saw feathers, I saw numbers, and like poking on somebody, like doing this, poking on your shoulder. So it's all there. It's just for you to notice, and then just when you see something, may you say thank you and acknowledge that. Thank you so much. I guess this is all we have time for today. Would you like to please close? We'll close this. Release the safe space that we created for the session.
Of course, thank you. It felt like it needed different music for it.
Yes.
So I'd like to thank our guides, our higher selves, to every one of you that's joined us in the live and in the replay, every soul that's participated in today's session. Please continue to remain in your individual protective spaces for as long as you choose, as we now ask all of us to step outside of the session bubble as I shrink it down and close it to return to source or never return here again. And please do drink plenty of water, get plenty of rest, and thank you so much for joining us at this time. It's been an honor to serve you.
Yes, thank you so much, John, for being here, and thank you all. Yes, thank you all that joined us, and all that may watch the replay. So, and there's still a little time to register for John's higher self foundational training if you wish to do that. I guess starts March 10th, right? I believe you.
Yeah, the sign up closes tomorrow, so
yes,
it's just the time to set everyone up. So yeah, if you're interested, please do sign up. Else, I think it'll run again. I'm not sure exactly when, but probably around sometime after the summer, because I'm going to create and run the advanced course. So that'll be a lot of fun.
Yes,
I'll be doing that in between.
Wonderful. So thank you again, John, for being here as my first official guest to my channel.
Woohoo! You did it.
Thank you so much. This is incredible. Is a hashtag pinch me moment here. So, and thank you all for joining us, and see you soon on Monday. We have a guest on Monday it's Melissa, right? Is Melissa joining us on Monday?
Samantha.
I'm sorry, Samantha. Why do I have Melissa in my head? Yeah.
I don't know. Now I feel like we should get Melissa next. I wonder what their second name is.
Yeah, why does this Melissa name keep popping in my head? Yeah, so lovely Samantha will be joining us on Monday. So it's Monday. So reminder, we're here every Monday and Thursday, 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time, 4:30 p.m. UK time, and 8:30 a.m. Pacific time. So thank you all. Thank you again, John. Sending love to all of you, and see you soon.
Thank you, everyone. Bye. Thank you.
Bye.